Hi, welcome to this new video. Today we are going to use the flex poles. These are soft kinds of poles. You can also use the normal ground poles. And we are going to help Aslan with using his body properly. So first I try to make like a cross so that we can use them in the circle. And as you can see, Aslan really likes to discover things. And he already is chewing. This is a way for horses to process what they have done or learned. So we are going to start on the circle. And there are a few new horses in the herd. The arena is in the middle of the paddock, so all the horses can walk all around it. So there are a few moments of stress in the herd. So both Aslan and I will be a little distracted at that moment, but it was a very good training overall. So these flex poles are really good for Aslan because he's not that aware of his own body. So he's not very aware of where he puts his feet and how to put his feet over a pole and not on them. And you can see that he touches them very much and even stands completely on them sometimes, and that's okay because these things are soft. You can see that he's also struggling with the flies, so I just let him take them away. That's okay. So we just started doing the circle a little bigger, and he is shooing some flies away again. So I am going over the poles, and Aslan is going around them, because this way he can warm up very slowly. He can just get more in his body, get more aware of where he's putting his feet, how he can carry himself, just warm up very easily. So now we are going over the flex poles or just ground poles if you don't have these soft ones, if you want to try this at home. And you can see me using the stick to make sure he goes around them again. So I point the stick towards the place where the girth would normally go, or just behind his front legs. And that way he knows that he has to make the circle bigger. Now you can see me try to make him go in trot. And he was still very annoyed with the flies, so he didn't go instantly. And that's all right. So I make 3 big steps. I count to 3 and I use my whip, and I also make the sound. And most of the time he takes the first 2 times with the transitions. It will take him like the 3 counts, and then after that he will usually go between the first and second count already. So it's really nice that he is learning how to pay attention to those cues, and that way I can. So here we actually go over the flex poles, also in trot, and you can see that he is still struggling with transition a bit, and he's also standing on them, and it's hard for him to. He's struggling to make sure it fits with his steps between the poles, but that's okay. So why this exercise is so good for Aslan is because he usually puts his back away, and he would push his belly towards the ground. And he should push his belly up so that the muscles will get stronger, his back will get stronger, and he can use his whole body way better than he's doing now. A little canter. And I'm also just trying to do that to see what happens, and it's okay if it doesn't work out. But you can see that he's using his belly a lot better when he's going over the poles in comparison with when he's not going over them. So that's fun. That's why we do this exercise. And the canter is still very hard, so I reward him when he can just stay in the canter for like a few steps, a few jumps, and then it's okay. And then he gets rewarded. So that he enjoys it too, because it's so difficult for him that he doesn't really enjoy it either. So I want him to learn that it's also fun to canter. So that's why the treats come in. You can see him already doing a lot better than a few rounds back, because he's not touching the poles as much anymore. He is lifting his legs up, he is using the muscles in his belly. So it's really nice to see the progress in this training already. So we are cooling down right now. He can hold his head low again, and you can see that when he does that, when he holds his head really low or lower than before in this training, he has pretty much his whole weight on the front of his body. So his front legs carry most of Aslan's body. And we are trying to fix that also by doing these exercises, but also by doing a lot of transitions, like free jumping to also just walking in the dunes, going up and down hill, just getting him stronger and more self-aware of his own body. Trying to change this sometimes a little harder, and I just make my question a little bit more clear. I just hit the ground with the whip next to him so that he knows that to the other side is not an option anymore. Yeah, and this is how we end this training, very relaxed. He can just still get the flies away. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got inspired and maybe we'll try using the ground poles too. And see you next time. Bye!